Greetings, fellow humans. My name is Flailbot. Welcome to episode 40 of Love, Faith, Steel. I have been away for a little while, so I'm coming back to this not quite as up to date as you may be. But what I went ahead and did off camera, using the magic of radio, went ahead and ran through all my provinces and decided where to build things. We talked just a tiny bit about how I kind of had to redo my economy for the new blood tax buildings, and well, I did. So in a couple of places, not sure where anymore, I went ahead and destroyed. Where was that? It's an interesting thing. Yeah, here. Okay, in Western Sylvania, I destroyed the spirit wells because the spirit wells, I only built them as money buildings, and they only generate 75 dark spirit magic points, whereas the blood tax buildings will generate, even at the first rank, 100, and then eventually 200. Yeah, and this province is also already fully grown, so unless it happens to get raided or something, it should be just fine. And I did that in several places, and I built some other buildings and just did some really basic economy things, none of which are grippingly fantastic. Averland is pretty central in the Empire. Again, the discussion of where recruitment buildings and everything are going to be is difficult. Global recruitment doesn't exist for the vampires, which means it is important for me to spread recruitment buildings more broadly than it would be for other races. So probably I think Reichland can handle it. It's a very profitable. Reichland is already a very profitable province. I don't even have the whole province, and it's already pulling in more money than Western Sylvania, which has the bonus from Eastern Sylvania as well. Admittedly, the bonus for adjacent provinces is only 25%, as opposed to the bonus in Reichland, which is. Is that not? Hey, stop doing that. Was it in the keep? It's in the keep. So I don't even have the income bonus here. So not only is this place going to be making boatloads of cash already, it's going to be making boatloads more of cash when I get that other building settled in. So we're looking at things like in Grunborg doing getting rid of the spirit well and building the money thing. But since I need a recruitment center, I may destroy this and instead build basic recruitment buildings. I'm not sure if I can actually build all the relevant buildings, however. I have limited spaces in the unending city because I have 1, 2, 3, maybe not a very useful building, 4 unique buildings to build here, which takes up about 4/9 of my slots. So maybe I'll toss the wine thing, and then I can get the cemetery chain in a different place. I can get the reliquary, which doesn't reduce income, it only increases the cost of recruiting things, which is a totally piddly irrelevant cost. I would also need to get the haunted forest here. So let's see, nine buildings. So 1, yes, I know, 1, 2, 3, potentially 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, and then I'm missing these 2. This is okay, I can toss this at some point. It's not an amazing building. So I have 10, maybe 11 buildings I want to build, and only 9 slots. And that's including already getting rid of the screeching kilns. So maybe I'll get rid of this building eventually, because just don't have that many well, corpse carts in our army. We have a couple, certainly. It's not a bad thing to have. But once we have them, the likelihood that we lose them is pretty low. And theoretically, advanced strats incoming, I could recruit Zigvald somewhere, say here, for freezies, where for there. Recruit units with him and then send him wherever he needs to transfer the units to, and then I can just kick him out again. Actually, kind of nice that these guys are sitting around, quote unquote, waiting to recruit things. And potentially, although I kind of barked this up because I didn't think about it from this perspective, potentially you could create a couple of lords that have recruitment cost reductions, just all blue line stuff, and they can be used for that purpose. But whatever, that's not happening right now. What we would probably like is another vampire, necromancer for Reichland, because Weber and Ulrich are in East and West Sylvania, which are our other two highest grossing provinces. I think we'll need, though, to recruit, from Eastern Sylvania or Western Sylvania to get that high rank, save ourselves some time. So we're going to grab another necromancer and put him over in Reichland. That might be kind of nice, but temporary. But it's definitely better than anything else. So we'll take Hans Geldrich and we'll just move him over there. Boom. I assume that this does not stack. That would be silly. I guess I could find out, but let's not bother. Boost income, specialist just in case, and in all likelihood he's going to be doing more wounding than tech stealing, so we'll start there. And when he hits rank 10, we'll, do something. Next turn, we'll move him over where he's supposed to be. Or perhaps he'll just doodle about here, and Ulrich will already send over. How many turns? Probably just 2. 3. Yeah, let's do that. Then I don't have to remember to send him over there. Okay, Everland's not gonna build anything. I'm considering tossing this building. Because although Everland doesn't make a lot of money, it's also not a border city anymore. I mean, especially Averheim is not a border city, and Averland is not a border province. Actually, that's not really very true. Depending on where the dwarves come in. Let's go ahead and leave that. Hooray for rethinking things. Alright, Nuln is a big choice. What we want to do with Nuln is a thing. And Hergig in Hochland does not have enough public order to be taxed yet. But it will soon begin a corruption building. So we'll just wait. We're not going to invest anything there. Okay. I looked if I could rename Vlad and Isabella, because I wanted to rename them Vlad the Emperor and Isabella the Empress, but sad story, that's not a thing that works. So okay, Felix can already heal here, so he's probably just going to twiddle his thumbs in this province since it's adjacent to my city here. And he'll heal for a couple turns. I was also looking at Felix and thinking that sending him this direction was not a terrible idea to check out these vampires, but what I did poorly was I kept him in the deep ocean repeatedly, so he took a bunch of attrition damage that was really unnecessary. And if I'm looking for trade agreements, then I should have sent him this away, popped over as best I could to the elves, because maybe the elves don't hate me, and they love trade agreements, and then swooped over using this coast to, well, basically to finish exploring here while grabbing goodies. But it's okay. You know, live and learn. Right, Andreas is looking to push up onto these dwarves. I'm hoping that they'll come to him. I'm going to go ahead and throw down an assassinate action on Zamniel Zufbarden. Hold on a second. Who are you? You're just random. Oh, and I'm besieging. I don't quite remember what was happening here, so. Okay, I think we're just going to attack. Auto-resolve? Yeah, let's go ahead and auto-resolve. 176 killed. That seems unlikely. And we'll take the city. One other thing I wanted to do, but I did not do while in super secret radio mode, was go through and check to make sure that all the items for the various characters were applied properly. So going through and making sure that if there are any of those little nice drop down arrows, I can be like, oh, give this person a black cat too, and what else? Plausibly a mortal informer, who knows? And just run through and see if anyone has a little drop down arrow. Here, look, a treasurer, that's useful. Actually, hold on. Can I give that treasurer to one of my necromancers? Weber. Weber already has a treasurer. Hans does not yet have a treasurer. And Ulrich also does not have a treasurer. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, and who was I sending? I was sending Ulrich to main town, which already has massive public order, so I don't really need to give him anything for public order. Optimizing. Not your... No, wait. Is Conrad up with you? Yeah, okay. Rest of Spirit, Black Cat. Sure, Carrion. Why not? A bird can help you look for things. Take a Magical Informer. Boop, and you there. Also Carrion, also Raised Dead, also Restless Spirit, and a Crone. Why not? I've got so many Crones. Good, okay. Let's run this assassination attempt. Zugzez. Level. Everything is maxed, so we'll... Doesn't matter. And let's see. Your movement range is pretty far, but not that far. Ambush requires 25%. Let's not bother with attrition. Hopefully we'll snag ourselves a dwarf. It's gonna be a tough battle. Lots of armor. Oh, so much armor. Bugman's Rangers, these guys are good too. Couple of grudge throwers. That's a tough stack. I don't have such a bad stack here. Maybe not enough foot soldiers, but this guy's pretty foot soldiery, and these guys will be great against the armor piercing well, enemies. Alright, Isabella can't move because she's captured the city, but she can level. And for the millionth time, I don't remember what I'm doing. I suppose we'll just grab Guile and Grammar. Guile and Grammar. She talk good. Necrarch is not so useful. Okay. And we'll hit up Ungrol next turn, because he's not being a nice guy. And can we hit Karak Asgaraz in one go? Looks like we can. Excellent. So we're going to continue this siege. 21 turns is a long time. I can just attack directly since Vlad is a siege attacker as well, but there's no reason. If they come out and attack me, I'll be in an advantage on the open field, and we can take our time. We're not in a super big hurry. Sigvald has recruited an army and is twiddling his thumbs, the first Terrorgeist of our army. So he is going to go eventually. See if we can optimize here a little bit. Cannot make it all the way to Vertbad, which is disappointing. 3 turns to Black Bat Harbor compared to... Yes, good. 3 turns to Black Bat Harbor. So that's what we'll end up doing. Perhaps he'll do a stop off in Vertbad for a turn. I think that this is doable in 1 move with March, which it looks like it is. Gotta squeeze every last penny of dark magic juice out of our civilians. So we don't want to make the dwarves any angrier than they are, but they're already so angry. One day, everyone is just gonna come gunning for me. Okay. Come on. But we're friends. Can I pay? No. Can I pay you money? Is that all my money? Come on, darn. But we're heading up for 34. Alright. Alright. It's too bad that most of my friends are people that you can't actually trade with, either because the trade route can't be established or the faction doesn't trade. Like, all of the beastmen, the orcs, who I could potentially be friends with, are just like, no, we don't trade. C'est la vie. Okay, Adelheide von Drak was potentially going to come up here to wreck up some walls, and she still very well may be doing that thing. Or what's the wall status over here? No walls. Okay, so we'll skip that. We'll bring her up because we would like to have campaign map presence. Okay. And well, you know what? May as well start building these things, right? They don't have as many shooters as I expected. Ranged units 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, never mind. 5 of them here. 9. That's quite a few. We'll go ahead and build some things anyway. It'll take us a while, but that's okay. Whew, that was quite a turn. Okay, onwards and upwards. One other thing that we've been considering, there we go, there's the battle, was, what does this do? Yeah, they're going to be in the middle of the line, so this is a good choice. One other thing that we can consider doing is hiring another army or recruiting another lord, I guess is the word that you would use. Because we have enough money and I feel very thinly stretched. And I have Vlad's ridiculous army of only tier 1 units. I say that without Vargals in my army. Okay, so the reinforcements is gonna be the more sizable army, right? And what's his face over here? Carl is going to have not an insignificant amount of units, but not quite as many. So what I think we're gonna do, since we're melee anyway, we can crowd in here. And the more crowded things get, the better off we're gonna be. Let's see if we can get some sort of flanking onto some ranged units. And he didn't have, unless Karl Franz himself is large, anything large. And we'll take the corpse card here too, along with 2 of our vampires. Okay, the corpse card's finally going to be like in the mix. Move you guys back just a smidge. I'm thinking Vargulf's here. And Vlad and some basic units are going to be over on this side. We're scattered a little bit, but these units are quick, and Vlad is quick, which means we should all be able to get from this battle, if it goes quickly, to this battle, which should be a horrible fight of attrition that takes infinity hours. Okay. We don't need the Helm of Discord yet, and everything else is recharging. These guys would all like to move forward. And oh yeah, see, he's got so many ranged units. This will go well. We'll just send the people straight in. Vlad is gonna hit the swordsmans. These guys are just gonna kind of run in as best they can. That's everyone, right? Yep. Okie dokie. And over here, group 1. Oh, no, you're okay. What do we have? We have the Fate of Biuna. Vargulf not onto those halberds. Let's see, Fate of Biuna onto the Reichsguard. And then Soul Blight everything we can. I'm assuming this is going super fine. Where's Vlad? Vlad. This could actually be going really poorly, depending on how finely I manage this. It'd be lovely to have a vortex spell of some sort. You guys pull over here. You guys need to push forward. And you can Spirit Leech that guy. Go ahead and give yourself some heals. Soul Blight again. Okay. Things over here are going to need to move in to assist. The enemy lord is wounded is excellent news. Vlad, you can fight this guy. You're all broken. So, move over here. You move over there. 2 units of cav. You guys too. Alright, Vargulf's 1 here, 1 there. Oh, excellent. That whole broken... I can't quite reach yet. Only needs to move across half the battlefield before this will reach. Oh my gosh, we did it. Now, it would be good if we could snag some more kills, because the way that this is going to work is our garrison has to fight, or when we besiege, we have to fight whatever remains So it would be nice if we could just get a few more shots off, but I don't think there's much over here. Hold on, pause, girl. Fate of Biuna on the Reichsguard, definitely. We can get a couple more models down, that would just be exquisite. Can also do not Soul Blight. 13, 12, 10. And they're gone. Alright, let's speed things up just for the sake of expediency. Hold on, Vlad. What you got? Wind of Death? That could be good. That's still a little bit far. Think we'll hit him? We'll give it a try. Yeah, one or two. Could be worse. Okay, GG. Well played, everyone. Throw him on his heels. Cool. Oh, yeah, come on. Ah, victory. Glorious. I bet the terror helped a lot over on that battle with the Vargos War, because if anyone's emotions were injured, their feelings were hurt, then the Vargos were in there with their terror, and that would cause brief breaks. Yeah, I mean, look, some of these guys just broke instantly without even taking any losses, just because they were next to those terror units, and well, that did it. I'm assuming everyone who's watching knows how terror works, but it's basically like it's a check every some amount of time, usually when a unit with terror arrives or attacks an enemy, which so it's sort of like a leadership check, and if they have low leadership, they have a chance of immediately routing, but it's a temporary rout, and it only happens either as long as they're being chased or within a certain radius of the terror creating monster. So what'll happen is you can whoosh in with some terror creating monster and cause a unit like with a rear charge, so you get a big leadership penalty on that unit, and then it'll break and run, and while it's running, your other units can, well, smash it up a bit. And if you're near an edge of a map or something, or you have a unit to spare, you can chase that unit with your spare unit to the edge of the map, and it will continue fleeing as long as it's being chased. So terror can be useful for breaking up formations, or disrupting a line so your elite units can get through, or just giving your squishier units an opportunity to a reprieve, basically. Hey, what's up, Clan Molder? Still haven't actually seen any chaos. I'm not sure where they are. That guy's not going to win against 3 armies. I would love to have better relationships with the Strigos Empire, not worse. And I think that 3 turns of -4 public orders is doable. That guy assaulted our garrison. We researched a fancy pants technology. More doom, more Brayherds. That seems useful, because we now have Crypt Ghouls and Crypt Horrors in our army. This seems useful because we tend to have a lot of skeletons. That seems useful. And this seems useful. What else do we have? We have the Blood Hunts. Vargulfs are a bit more potent. More cash dollars, more cash dollars. More Blood Knights, which are so expensive, my word. and upkeep production. I think we're doing okay on money, so I think that going down this line, which is going to do a lot of our core units good, it's going to be a good choice. So we'll start there. Bruno Richterlos, the brother of Andreas Richterlos. So what happened to this army? Oh, it just wandered past me. Oh, but they are... Wait, is that the same army? I guess it must be. So I know there's a hidden encampment here, but I don't know actually how to deal with that. I've never been able to discover a hidden encampment. Alright, you're gonna move up and wait. There's no reason to do this battle in a non-overwhelming force kind of fashion. I didn't know you could flee while you were in Underworld stance. So Isabella's gonna move there, and... No, Isabella, you have to be in reinforcement range. Oh, okay, that works. I'd say this promises to be a pretty interesting battle. So let's do it. Next episode. Once again, I have been Flailbot, and this has been Love, Faith, Steel. I appreciate that you watched, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next episode will kick off right at this battle, so it's going to be great. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. See you guys next time.